ZTE Max XL, or ZTE bolt-in, is an awesome device. Now, I have been using this device for about 3 days. As you can see, I'm getting pop-ups for maybe 3-4 days. And I've charged this thing twice. It is at 10% here. And I've charged this thing for twice. I've used it a lot. It has a 3,990 mAh battery. It has 16 gigs of space, 2 gigs of RAM, and a Snapdragon Wear 435 processor, if I'm not mistaken, and a Android 7.1.1. So I'm going to show you that it has Android 7.1.1 Nougat. And for what it's worth, it has multitasking really well. Now, I don't have any apps on here anymore because I basically reset it back to stock again and set up just a few settings because that's the way I need it. But for the few days that I did use it, I love this thing. It works well, it's fast, I've had no issues so far. So, let's just take a look around if this is your first video you're seeing of me making this. As you can see, there is on this this top back plate, it has, if you can see right here, just a cool design. Fingerprint sensor, LED flash, and a 13 megapixel camera. Now, I'm loving this design. It's a little different than the ZTE Blade Z Max, where the ZTE Blade Z Max had a design that was meant for more grip. This is meant more for, I believe, aesthetic reason. And I like, personally, this one feels like it's not going to fall out of my hands. This over here, the Max XL, well, it feels like it's may fall out of my hand. I mean, it does add a little grip, as you can see. And basically, I just like the feeling of the back a little because it's like subtle texture to it, but not too much texture. So if we take a look at the top of the device, you can see here noise canceling mic and a headphone jack. The right side has a volume up and down button. I like the way this feels over the other ones. Now I won't base this off of this one over here, the Blade Z Max, but for some reason this one just has a better feel to the bezels. And I'm not complaining about the power button. I prefer this type of texture better. Bottom has the USB-C and a microphone, and the left side has a SIM card and micro SD card tray, which I like better than this one, which is in the side of it. Ooh, it's a little dirty. I personally prefer this one a little better, and I can pop it out if I really needed to. I have a million SIM card eject tools. I don't know where half of them are though. So this one, I like the way you eject it. You literally put the SIM card right here, or the button right there. Now it comes with a built-in SIM card, but what you get is the SD card reader and the SD card, micro SD card slot to 256, and the nano SIM card, which comes pre-installed in the device. So let me reinstall this, and the way it just clicks right back into the device is just beautiful. The way it's symmetrical and you can't just pull it out like this one right here, the Blade Z Max. I have an SD card on there, but I mean, I prefer the way this SIM card tray is. Now, the front-facing camera on this device is a 5 megapixel camera with no flash. Has a great earpiece. The microphones on here can pick up well. proximity sensor somewhere around here. I thought I could focus on it maybe. But somewhere over on this side, right over here, is where the eject, or where this proximity sensor is. Then you have your huge 1080p, very, very vibrant 6-inch display. So if I go turn it on, as you can see, color reproduction is very, very nice. Extremely beautiful. You can tap and hold. It's just extremely beautiful. Let's pick a vibrant display here. I'm gonna go home now. I like this. This is vibrant display, 6 inches, not that big of a bezel. And then you have your dots which light up. This is also your notification LED ring right here. And then you have your other button. Now UI wise, if you've seen a ton of other if you've seen a ton of other ZTE videos, you know the basic UI design here. The UI is basically just stock Android, where you can pull down and you get this. You can swipe away from either way, unlike the ZMAX Pro, which was a fail on that. Again, the only real difference is you get a Dolby Audio app. You get a built-in browser on the ZTE, on the Boost mobile devices. Lookout comes pre-installed for some reason on some ZTE devices. I don't like Lookout. I personally disable it until I need a virus protection software, because unless I'm doing anything bad, you don't really need a virus protection software. Facebook comes pre-installed. I don't mind. They use the standard default messages app, Android messages. Then you can scroll down. Twitter I put on here, and there's really not much. Now this one specifically doesn't have a radio built in like the Blade ZMAX does. So you can't just plug in headphones and listen to the radio, but you can do Dolby Audio and stuff. Now I also loaded some songs here, and here I already have songs. I played part of it. But also the nice thing is you can go like this, stock camera app. I wouldn't say it is stock camera, but in terms of everything, it is nice. Battery lasts a long time. The phone app is practically stock. Everything's practically stock. You get your split screen support, so you can drag here to use split screen. So on a 6-inch display, I mean, there are people that have said also, who uses split screen nowadays? And I've just got to say, when it comes to watching a YouTube video and browsing another app on your phone, like maybe Twitter or Instagram or something, and you don't want to pay for YouTube Red, use split screen. So there's that. So you have all of your stuff. It's pretty stock. There's no NFC payments built into this. It doesn't have OTG support, so I can show you what OTG is. It's basically this little thing. Basically, it's like your phone. I mean, like your computer. So I have a stock flash drive with nothing in it because I use it only for these videos and randomly. So let's plug it into the bottom here. And to show you it's plugged in, I do have it plugged in. Nothing. I can go out of here, scroll down to, I get to storage, no, not battery, 9% left. Storage here, there's no OTG support, and yes, it is plugged in as far as it can go. And I have used it this way in other devices. Now, other than that, there really isn't much more to showcase. I'll go through some of the other features in just a second. And in terms of just everything, I like it. Stock Android to me is one of these things that, on a budget device, why throw tons of skins over device? Skins in general, excluding Samsung, because they've done a nice, good job with their skins. Like, I like the way they did their skins because it doesn't slow down the device, so they fix those issues. I've used some devices where skins literally slow down the device. Like, they use a stock, why build a messages app when you can easily use the standard built-in one, and at the same time, if you don't like it, just download a new one. Like, they use stock. The only problem is with this support, then with this support, what it means is that Android 7. With the Boost itself, their support is where you have you have to use TouchPal keyboard as a standard keyboard at first. I mean, some people don't mind it. I personally prefer this because it's just pure stock typing experience. And here are the emojis that you do get. Now, you can swipe, swipe, swipe. You get food. Now, you do get those blob emojis. People are complaining to me about it. And I'm going to say this to everybody that does complain. Don't complain. They will fix that issue, as you can tell later. They will fix that issue in the Android 8 when it does come out for phones. Android 8 is the time when all of these issues will be fixed. Now, in terms also of the speaker quality, now I turned on Dolby Audio. What you do is press the power button on that side, make sure it goes down to custom 1. Click it again, turn on the volume leveler, dialogue enhancer, and literally just pull all of these up to the top. Once that is up at the top, you can literally just go home, open up your music app, player, whatever you want. I'm going to showcase it now with it on and off. It's not as clear at all. Now this song has some sort of grunge style to it a little bit in terms of like the beat. It has a little bit of like a record scratching sound. This brings it out a lot. Now, this has a rear-firing speaker. I wasn't a fan of these until I tried it with the Dolby Audio app ones. And now, to me, it's okay. I mean, like, are you going to be sitting there showing off to your friends, playing tons of music out loud in front of your friends? Yes. But here's the thing. Smartphone speakers aren't loud enough anyway if it's going to be loud outside, so don't complain. And anyway, I like it on the back more than the side because you don't cover it up when it's in the back, as you do pushing the palm to the side of the phone. Now, there aren't so many cool features as it is just stock Android. It goes for about $100, and it's just worth it. The design, when I pulled it out of the box, I've used the Metro PCS versions of these phones, the Z Max Pro and then the Blade Z Max, and in my general opinion, I was so mesmerized. I took this out of the box, I unboxed it, took it to New York City with myself. And then I came back to finish my review because I wanted to actually use it for a tiny bit first. I was so mesmerized with the design of it specifically. I was so mesmerized. I was just like, wow. I just didn't know what to say. The screen also was pretty shiny, as you can see. Wee, hello. But in general, I was just like, wow, that's really good. And I'm right to say that. It was a beautiful, beautiful device. I like the design choices that they made. I don't mind the dots because it's interesting design choice myself. I got used to that. Everything on this phone to me was just wow, I love this phone. Wow. I've been saying this for a while, just wow. Now, I have no more to say about this device other than if you are looking for a new Boost Mobile device, get this one, 100% hands down, no questions asked about it. And if you did like this video, please rate, comment, subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and as always, enjoy the rest of your day.